This is your introduction to problem 2.2. So it's asking you in this problem to convert the factored form into what's called the expanded form. Now, the factored form is when you have these parentheses. The expanded then is without the parenthesis. And the technique or model we want you to use is the generic rectangle. So in this case, they're showing you a square, and they gave x as the side lengths. And then they're telling you that what if one of the dimensions was 3 units longer, increased by 3 units? And that's why they then have a rectangle that starts by x, but then they increased it even longer to show the x plus 3. So the factored form of this second rectangle would be x, which is one dimension, times x plus 3. The expanded form is what you would get for the areas on the inside. So if I do x times x, I get x squared. If I do x times 3, I get 3x. And if I add those together, I would get x squared plus 3x. So these are the same exact things, just one's in the factored form, one's in the expanded form. And later on, you'll see why one is maybe more useful than the other, depending on the situation. The only other catch to this lesson is they're also going to have you deal with what if you're subtracting values, like subtracting 4 units. And this book uses unshaded portions. I would prefer that you stay consistent, and even if it's a negative, still show it in a generic rectangle. So let's say we have in x by x, but instead of adding 3, what if it was 3 units shorter? So here I'm just going to go minus 3. So it looks like it's longer, but the answer is still going to work out the same, and it's going to be a lot easier to create these. So the factored form for this would be x times x minus 3. The expanded form, if I solve the inside, would be x squared minus 3x. So even though it looks like it's getting bigger, the result that we end up with at the end is still correct, and it's easier and faster to show it this way.